So I don't know what happens when I click enter. But hello everybody. Welcome to the Phoenix Wright series, or Ace Attorney trilogy that is. Bought it on Steam due to the sale. So I wanted to check it out, especially given the situation that I'm currently trying to do. What's going on? I don't have this set on full screen, by the way. Full auto skip. Let's up that to yes. Let's just keep it. Let's just keep it windowed for now. Oh no! All right. But this was released on PC. Are those the? I cannot tell what's happening. But this was like ported to PC at some point, and I wanted to play it because I never actually got to play it when it was out on DS because I never really knew about it until a couple months back when my DS doesn't have anything. So, yeah, we're gonna hit new game. Play this game. Oh yeah, it's the trilogy. So I think I should start whichever one comes first. So I think it's the first one, right? That's literally the first one. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Episode 1, the first Turnabout. Play the first wait, there's option. I can't really play any other episode, can I? Yeah, play the first Turnabout. Let's figure out what's going on. We're gonna solve a mystery case, I think. I got an achievement first stage. Gasp! Oh! Oh! Why me? I can't get caught like this. Find someone to pin this on. Or what? Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I think it's on auto skip. I'm an idiot. I probably should. August 3, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I'm nervous. This is Phoenix. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna... I don't know what is in store for me. By the way, my taskbar is blocking the bottom of this. So I actually might want to full screen it, but I don't know if it'll mess up my recording. Yeah, give me a second. I gotta actually, like... figure this out. I'm gonna save. Just right there, and then go back to the title screen. Yeah. It's fine. Options. I need to make sure I can go to the full screen because I'm not seeing the whole screen here. Give me a second. Oh, that actually didn't mess with my recording. I thought it would. So, alright, we're back into this. Just don't even worry about what just happened. Alright, day 1 trial. Right. Oh, hi, Chief. This is the Chief of the District's office. I'm glad I made it in time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you and your client as well. Thanks? Actually, it's because I owe you, or I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yeah? Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. That's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over? Well, that was quick. Court record? Court record. I want to know what that's about. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defendant attorney if I didn't carry this. Autopsy report. Time of death 7:31, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Cause of death: loss of blood due to trauma. My life, everything. It's over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yes. Yeah, it's him. Sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Hey, hey there, Larry. Larry? Tell them I'm busy. Give me the death sentence, I'm afraid. I hate him for to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who? Took her away from me, Nick. Who did this? I didn't realize the name of the... Oh, this is great. Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me who took maybe. Okay, so the person murdered was Sydney. No last name. Got it. Okay. The person's responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it's you. So we're defending this guy. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was unlucky sap dating her. Was the unlucky sap dating her? Larry Butts, but my best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying: when something smells, it's usually. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He's a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took on the case to clear his name, and that's just what I'm going to do. August 3, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Loud. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. Great name. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yeah, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Let's be honest. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should attest to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. And shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of fairly simple questions. Answer them clearly and consecutively. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Yeah? The defendant, well, that's... Yeah. Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. I don't know if my Steam... Yeah, you can see my Steam. Let me just turn that off, right? Do not disturb. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what's the victim's name. I know this one. Glad I heard the case report cover so many times. It's wait. Uh-oh. No way. I didn't forget. I read it. Literally, it's Sydney. Don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim, of course. I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporarily. I think I feel the migration coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Oh, wait, really? Yeah, it was right here. Cindy. Wait, profiles. Yeah, Sydney Stone. The victim in the case of model. She lived in an apartment by herself. Prosecutor. Friends. Yeah. Evidence. Yeah, we go back to play. Yeah, I knew that. I read that. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. I already did. Who is the victim? What? There's two Cinder. It's Sydney Stone. Yeah, it's Cinder. I caught that. The victim's name is Sydney Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? Blunt force trauma. It was a blunt object. I read that. I answered all my questions. I see no reason why you wouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Payne. Oh, yeah, I want to know more about this dude. What am I dealing with? Generally bad at getting his points across. Good to know. Just told us the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court what the object was? The murder weapon was The statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see the court accepts it into evidence. Statues added into the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence that is added during the trial. The evidence is only ammunition you have in the court. Use tab to check it. Court record frequently. Yes, I know. Yeah, it's heavy. Well, that explains the heavy hitter. Well, yes, of course, my badge ID is evidence to this case. It's funny how that looks like a DS button. Oh, backspace. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Thanks. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. It calls the defendant Mr. Buster to the stand. I'm chief? What do I do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help the client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. He's gonna... Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Let's pay attention to what's gonna happen. He's gonna prosecute it. He's basically gonna put himself... Mr. Butts. It's not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. Together. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? Was it dumped? She was taking my call, or my phone calls, or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway? What you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. So are we sure it wasn't her? One of them. Element lies. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. They apparently arrived home from Paris, but so wait, yeah, so she died. Wait, can I take a look at my court evidence? So died 7:34 a.m. Yeah, the day before the murder. I just wanted to make sure of that. Dude, no way. Didn't know about that. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. So it appears that she had several sugar... What? Huh? Older men who knew who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude. You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, what do you think of her now? Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in a way of wrong direction. Should I? Objection? I think? Can I object? Can I object? Can I object? Is that how courtrooms work? Objection. Objection, you idiot. Oof. Wince. I believe the accused motivated is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not so good. Next question. On the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I did. This guy's an idiot. Aren't you sworn to oath to tell the truth and only the truth before you... I mean, I don't know the rules of this universe. I don't know. He went. What do I do? I hate this. I probably should have saved again, but who knows. Yeah. Yeah, I was there. I went. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, and so I, didn't see her. Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? Now she would like to call a witness who can prove that this was lying. Well, simplifies the matter. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body before making the gruesome discovery. Saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Is this the guy that we saw in this thing? Order in the court? Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call this witness. Yes, yes, Your Honor. This is bad. Order, my witness was selling newspapers out of victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Swit to the stand. Yeah, he's our guy. You sell newspaper subscriptions in this, correct? Oh, yes. Newspapers, yes. You may proceed with your testimony. The court, what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness testimony. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he was just he thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open before him? Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment, and I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I cooled and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. Aren't, like, your, like, never mind. I don't know. I will have to go to the scene of the crime, I guess. I really don't know. I thought the call. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I was near my park and found a public phone. Remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. Hold up. Time of death. Something's not right. It was 1 p.m. But time of death was 4 to 5. His story ain't right. I thought the defendant's sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Can't defend. He's lying. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Swit used was one of those. Your Honor, this is the record of the blackout. Your personal electricity. This building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime, so 12/1. Okay, so but like something's not right. He says he left 1 p.m. right? Or was it 7? Or am I just an idiot? I swear it said 1 p.m. Now, Mr. Wright, yes. Alright, yeah, Your Honor. In your cross-examination. Yes, I know what I'm doing. This is the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? You're supposed to cross-examine them. Yeah, you're supposed to expose the lies of the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What is he lying? The client's innocent, right? And the witness must have lied in their testimony. Or is your client really guilty? I can do that. Hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence in your hand. I'm going to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found it, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open it. Yeah, I know it. It's right here. It's literally the time of death. Witness account. Right here. I want to press him first. 1 p.m., are you certain? Yes, I'm absolutely certain. Seems really confident. 1 p.m. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Or is that the evidence to contradict him? Yeah, I knew this already! Yeah, he's done! You found the body at 1 p.m., you sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I found that hard to believe. The statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes that the time of death is sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. So how do you explain that? Oh, that? Oh, This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Why were you so certain that you found the body? Exactly, that's why you press them. Make sure they release all the, you know, if they're so certain that it's 1 p.m. Ah, yeah, they're... Well, that's real good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him in the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Time of discovery. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. The voice saying the time, it was probably coming from the television. I find that hard to believe. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. You're really bad. I see you heard a voice saying the time taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Are you sure it was a television? Oh, no, I guess it might have been a radio. So evidently there was no radio. Oh, the president! It was only one large television. Right, I can't put my finger on it, but something about that seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. Wasn't there a blackout? Yeah, you literally gave me the blackout. Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. On this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Yeah. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Miss? No, I found it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Ah, wait, I remember now. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. Her must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Schwitz. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. He's gonna screw it up again. Actually, I didn't hear the time I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon then kills. Oh, he's making up stuff on the spot. The murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. You saw a clock. Guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness gladly. Press him. I want to make sure this is it. A murder weapon. Yes, the table clock, that was the weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of the testimony? Something fishy here. Yeah, you weren't kidding, because the murder weapon is in fact the statue head. This is the murder weapon. We discussed this. Murder weapon, the killer used it. Statue? The statue was in evidence. Because we know it was the statue, but I don't know if anyone else knows it's the statue other than him. I don't want to present it and then look like an idiot. Everything's gone correctly so far. So I'm not gonna present it. I'm gonna actually, I did hear it. I saw it. Press him. It's first I heard of it. Yeah, the murder weapon. Yeah, he's right. There was no table clock. I didn't hear it the time I saw it. Let's press him. Just keep pressing him. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake. Yeah, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remember the table clock. Yeah, no one notices a table clock. We didn't see it. Yeah, I know. I found, like, the only thing I can really do is use that. I can only present this, really. I'm gonna do it. The evidence clearly reveals the contradictory in the statement order. How exactly are the evidence of that statement just now related? They aren't. Are they? I'm an idiot. Right, please. Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Let me, what are my options? Load. I'm gonna press him. I should have, like, done all the pressing. I'm gonna press him again. Yeah, find the contradictory. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. Why didn't you tell us that in the first place? I guess it's just my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. The witness says he just saw a table clock, end of story. Huh. The passport, maybe? I'm gonna save just to be sure. How many saves do I have? Like 6? Oh, 10. Full auto skip. I'm gonna I want to present that. I'm gonna let's present the blackout. What? I don't have any of it. This is why you make alternative saves. It works every time. Let's present the passport, because that's the only real other thing I have. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There isn't anything against that. Let's load again. I want to press him about the murder weapon again. The murder weapon? Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon. I just said as you doze off. The murder weapon is the only thing I can find contradictory. I can't present any of this evidence. The only thing I haven't presented was the time of the autopsy. Oh yeah, the blunt force trauma. I'm an idiot. Really? Nothing? Really? I'm confused. So I literally have there are no contradictories to this statement. I pressed him on everything. As an attorney, I can definitely say he's wrong. Am I supposed to go through this just failing? Because there's nothing to contradict him with. Why is this in evidence if we know... Well, yeah, it's the murder weapon. It's the murder weapon! Didn't I try this already? I'm gonna do it. Wait, just a minute. Oh, I probably did it on the wrong... That was my bad. I'm an idiot. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? What? With your objections... and your evidence. Just, who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Hey, I saw it there. Okay, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock? The neck is a switch. You just tilt it. It says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. Let's see, so the murder weapon was a table clock after all. That's right, it appears the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Any other problems with his testimony? Yes? Considering he knows the murder weapon. I'm gonna say yes, because he knows the murder weapon. The gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known that the murder weapon was a clock is if he held it in his hand. Yet the witness testifies that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. Lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in the apartment. I'll do it. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and struck her, wait. And the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Sweet. The sound must have left you quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never look. The clock I heard. No, I mean I saw it. I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Order the court. I say, Your Honor. A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor. The clock. The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through, Your Honor. It's definitely this clock. The fact which is clear. Again, we're gonna save. We got this far. Try sounding the clock. Your Honor, may I have the clock? It's a strange way to announce the time! Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. We broke it! Heck! As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Swit said and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Swit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Huh? What's he talking about? Although it may seem the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? It can't prove that. You don't have a case. He's right. How am I going to prove that? The passport? It happens. Treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. I proved a strong case. Not so fast, Mr. Swit! I mean, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away not like this. But Chief, it's over. You can't prove the clock was slow on the day of the... Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Because she traveled to Paris and arrived a day early. You'll have your proof. Right. Think of a reason why the clock was 3 hours slow? I can, and I will prove it. I'm gonna save a date, or the third save, just to be sure. I want to know the other outcomes. Yes, I can. I think. Wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have the evidence somewhere to prove it. Find it, and then let them have it. Phoenix? It's already running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. This piece of evidence in the courtroom that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Or let's see how you pull this one off. The passport. The victim had just returned home from aboard the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for Mr. Swit, or should I say, Mr. Did It? Oh. Order, I say. Well, this case certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say, I'm impressed. I didn't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit. Yeah, I was right the first time. I just might have had it set on the wrong script of dialogue. That was my bad. I don't know, though. I'll have to rewatch it and figure out what I did wrong. I really don't know. I only spent like 5 minutes on that. Thank you, Your Honor. This is our only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Mm-hmm. With that, this court is adjourned. I did it! It turns out Frank Switz was a common burglar. He posed as newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Swit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Switz grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. I'm gonna save after the fact. Because I'm good at this game. This really feels like a DS game, but I'm not gonna complain. Thanks, Chief. I owe it to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, Pat. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy, he's gone, man. Gone forever. She was, yeah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you could practically see the headlines now. Innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. Forget about this ever. Let's celebrate dinner. Movie? Shit. No, I couldn't. I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present for me? Wait. Wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Oh. Only one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? Oh, so... and she was just playing me for a fool. Doesn't that make you want to just cry? Larry. Hey, you sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, okay? Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What is he talking about? The statue? Oh. Take that! Thanks, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump deserter. Huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she would travel. Larry. She probably just needed the clock, that's all. Think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. I always have. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we head off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, I'm a dinner. Or to get toast, innocent. Yeah. Sparkling of Harry. You were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Or, yeah, part, at least. You'll have to tell me more about that sometime. Maybe over drinks. So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count on the clock he gave me. Or I didn't know it then. But that clock was soon going to be the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. She did. Oh no. The first Turnabout! A brand new episode has been added. I don't want to play it yet. Save your progress at this point? Yes, I do. Yeah, we'll top that, because I did that. Stop! Stop! I don't want... No, not now. Later. Beep. Hello? This is Mia. Hey, Mia, it's me. Mia? Can I skip? You know what? No, let's just keep going until it decides to let me quit. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and, it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. But great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold the evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you, so what's in mind? What is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah. It's made to look like that statue, the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. Ah, I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yeah? Can you come by the office tonight? Say 9 o'clock to pick him up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner sometime, or something good. Like burgers, or I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis. See you soon. Yup. I'll be waiting, Mia. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye and Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? You're not my background. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:04, Faye and Co. Law Offices. And that is where I'm gonna leave it off. Yeah. Chief is dead. I never thought I would say that. Chief is dead. But we're gonna continue this at some other point. We did the straight first case. That was good. I like that. I like that a lot. But, yeah. So I'm going to continue playing this at some point. Probably soon. Definitely soon. This, is good. Considering I bought it, that's the whole trilogy of games they've released on Steam like a little while back. I'm going to be happy to play through them all, because I never got to. And, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys around the next episode or whatever I make. Bye-bye. He's guilty.